Good morning. My name is Lori Cartier. I'm the chair of the worship committee and I'm your worship leader for this morning. I want to welcome all of you to UUSB. There's a few faces that I don't recognize, which doesn't mean it's not the first time you've been here, but welcome to everyone. We're so pleased to have all of you here with us this morning. We're going to be doing a Celtic a pagan ritual in honor of the goddess Brigid and the holy day of Imbolc on the pagan calendar of the year. Imbolc is the time that's directly between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. It'll come out. It's just this wonderful time of year when we're just kind of in the in-between, and we'll be talking all about that as the service goes along. So let me see. In the Christian tradition, this is Candlemas, and of course we all know it's Groundhog's Day. What else? What else would it be, right? I heard that he did not see his shadow, but I don't trust that we're not going to have 6 more weeks of winter. Up here, I think that we get to have it all. So anyway, welcome to everyone. And I hope those of you who are new and haven't been with us before, that you'll join us in the Dorothy Memorial where you came in and have a fellowship time with us so we can get to know you. Okay, so announcements this morning. SURE, Showing Up for Racial Equity, which is half of the Social Justice Committee, is meeting in the SEE Cafe downstairs at 11:30-ish, and we will be having Natalie Norton. Are you here, Natalie? She might be setting up her fair trade stuff. She is going to be talking to us about the 4 Directions Development Corporation, which is an opportunity to invest in the ability for Native Americans in Maine to get house loans and loans for businesses and that kind of thing. So should be really interesting to hear what she has to say. After she's finished, we're going to be, I just was introducing you, Natalie. Woo, there she is. And thank you for doing that. And then after that, we have our UUA Common Read, which is on repentance and repair. And oh my goodness, it is the most amazing book and has some really fabulous steps to use to do repentance and repair work. So if you haven't read it, you're still welcome, but we're not gonna read it for you while we're talking. So, the second Sunday is next week, and the food collection is going to happen here in the sanctuary instead of out on the street. So be ready for that and bring your non-perishable items for the food collection next week. In April, they're going to be needing someone to take over delivering the food to the ecumenical food cupboard. So if you had the ability or the interest in doing that, please think about volunteering for this important thing. It's just, you just take it over there, and usually I think Monday morning. Okay, let me see, our spring auction will be coming up in April, so if you have a service or a meal that you would like to donate towards that auction to help us raise money for UUSB, please see Sue McKay. I know she's here somewhere. Anyway, and if you don't already know her, she's about this tall. And then and the book sale. There we're going to have another book sale in September. So start setting aside those books that you bought and read, and you're ready to give up, so that we can have another really successful book sale. We did it in the hurricane last year, and we still had an amazing result from selling books to hardy people who came out anyway. Okay. Now, without any further ado, I would like to announce Amy Starkey-Lamb, who is going to come up and give us one more announcement about a very important event. Are you going to turn this one on, Atticus? Okay, there you are.
Thank you. All right. Oh, it's working. Great. Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Amy Starkey-Lamb, and I'm here to talk to you on behalf of the Financial Stewardship Committee, because, as most of you have probably guessed, it is pledge campaign time again. So those of you who've been here, you know it's a time of year when we really think about how much of a financial commitment that we can make for the upcoming fiscal year. And the fiscal year runs from this July through June of next year. So once again, we have a very ambitious pledge goal. This year it is $155,559, which is about a 10% increase over last year's pledged amount, which clearly is a lot. Last year's goal was very ambitious. So we'll talk more about those details throughout this campaign. But in a nutshell, that increase is really all about paying for the higher expenses that we're seeing as a congregation, just like all of us. And that goal doesn't even include salary increases for our staff. So we definitely have our work cut out for us. But this congregation really has a way of pulling together and making big impossible things happen, just like last year when we ended up actually exceeding our pledge goal. All right, so this pledge campaign is going to work just like it did the last couple of years. Early this week, you'll be getting an email with a pledge card and information letting you know all the different ways that you can respond. The most important thing is we want to make responding easy for you. So, and of course, for those who don't have email, you'll get an envelope in the mail with the same details and a pledge card. So you will be getting that in the mail. Just a couple more dates to keep in mind. Stewardship Sunday is planned for March 3rd, where the service will be really focused on this pledge campaign and what it means. And then our goal is to have everyone's responses by Sunday, March 24th. But early responses are definitely welcomed and encouraged. I do have printed off pledge cards with me for anybody who wants to check this off the list. When Amy has her green folder, you know it's pledge time, so just come see me if you need one. And then I just want to emphasize again how important a response to this campaign is. Even if you can't make a financial commitment, you can request a waiver. We do have that option available, but we do need to hear from all members each year during the pledge campaign as part of maintaining your active membership status. So another reason to keep the March 24th date in mind is that we'll be bringing back, once again, the Stewardship Variety Show on that day. It's always a great time. It's going to start a little bit after the service. So keep an eye out for more information if you'd like to sign up to put your talent, your act on display. So again, stay tuned in February for more information. And as always, feel free to reach out to me or any member of the Financial Stewardship Committee if you have any questions. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, thank you, Amy. Okay, now take a deep breath. Come into the room, prepare for worship. We have a wonderful introit that Jack is going to share with us to get it in the mood for being in a Celtic space this morning while we do this service and ritual. Go ahead, Jack. Beautiful, thank you. All right, so our altar this morning, you may have noticed, is a little different than usual. And kids, if you want to come on forward, why don't you come on up to the rug, because we're going to be doing a couple things I hope you participate in. No? Thank you. So we're going to sing a song. You can put the words up on the screen if you want, Atticus. We're going to sing a song while we light our chalice. Joni Ellis is going to be doing that for us. But because the words are a little weird, I thought that I would explain a little bit about what they mean. So the first part says, Brigid of the mantle encompass us. So Brigid is frequently depicted wearing a cloak and protecting, here she's protecting a lamb. And the cloak, it's about having the cloak come around you in the form of protection. So that is part of what that part of the song is about. And then now Women with Wings is where I get some of this stuff from, and we always sing Lady of the Lamp with a P. And so I brought a lamp. So we have Our Lady of our Lamp, and then we have lambs. I found the poem online, and they use the word lambs, which is so appropriate for this time of year because February is when lambs are frequently born, and she was the one who protected the lambs, which is so important in any of the Celtic countries. So when you sing this song, you can either say lamp or lamb, whatever you would prefer to do. And the lamb, I got a little lamb in my picture there. So keeper of the hearth. So you have to use your imagination, but this is a fireplace and this is the hearth. And the hearth depicts home and the warm, inviting feelings of being by your fireplace. So this is what we have right here. And then it just says to gather us beneath your cloak and keep us and return us to memory. Now, the reason that I believe is in this song is not so much for us to be remembered as Brigid to be remembered. And as the service goes along, you'll be learning more about how she was taken away from the culture for a while, but they are really, really moving towards returning her to memory. So that's why this part of the song is. So Linda Kaler is going to lead us, and Joni Ellis is going to light our chalice. We'll sing it through 3 times. I don't have music for you to look at, but as we sing it and you're able to sing along, please do so. Did the little candle, yeah, okay. Okay. So, how do you want to do this, Linda?
Do you want me to teach it, or do you want to just sing it?
Maybe Wings can sing it 1 time, and then everybody else can sing it 2 more times. Okay. Want to do it that way?
Sure.
Can everybody hear her if we turn that mic on?
I think it's on. Okay. All right. Brigid of the mantle encompass us, Lady of the Lamp protect us, Keeper of the hearth kindle us, beneath your mantle gather us, and restore us to memory. Brigid of the mantle encompass us, Lady of the Lamp protect us, Keeper of the hearth kindle us, beneath your mantle gather us, and restore us to memory. Brigid of the mantle encompass us, Lady of the Lamp protect us, Keeper of the hearth kindle us, beneath your mantle gather us, and restore us to memory.
Blessed be, thank you so much. Am I on, Attica? There we go. Blessed be. So now we do have a story. Kaylee Grogan is one of our youth that grew up in our SEE program when it was called RE, and she is one of our favorite people and is right now studying to become a minister. Well, she and her dad went to Ireland this summer, and she has done a beautiful a video for us talking about the wells that she visited that are dedicated to Brigid the goddess. So go, Kaylee. Oh, say that.
In July, I had the incredible privilege of spending some time in the southwest of Ireland. We got to stay in the town where my dad's family is from, meeting people who knew my great-grandfather and even meeting a couple of distant cousins. It was amazing to make those familial connections. But what I found strikingly powerful and inspiring was visiting several ancient holy Celtic sites. Among these were some of the holy wells, the water in which is said to hold mystical healing powers. From alleviating arthritis to restoring eyesight, these wells all had their own stories and their own sacred rites attached. It was amazing to know that we were standing at wells where very likely my distant relatives stood, where they may have prayed or sought healing. In addition to some of the history and lore of these sites, our friend and tour guide told us that at any pre-Christian holy site, if you look around for a minute, you will see a Christian church not too far away. Because, you see, instead of trying to completely erase all traces of indigenous religion, Christian missionaries tried to co-opt their practices and beliefs. So at most of these holy wells that existed long before Christianity, you'll also find a shrine to Jesus' mother, Mary, or Our Lady, as they like to call her. This is true, too, for St. Brigid's Well, located near the Cliffs of Moher. St. Brigid is a patron saint of Ireland, and probably not so coincidentally, is said to share many of the qualities attributed to the goddess Brigid. She is the saint of poets, healing, protection, smithing, and livestock, these all being things the goddess Brigid is said to have influence over as well. And probably not so coincidentally, St. Brigid's feast day is February 1st, conspicuously close to Imbolc, and perhaps not unlike the way Easter falls near the spring equinox and Christmas near the winter solstice. While my gut instinct is to focus on how the Christianization of these holy days and beliefs can be harmful and support a sort of Christian supremacy that I really don't stand behind, my visit to Ireland helped me see that these traditions are not gone so much as transformed. That while we may see the story of St. Brigid as an attempt to erase and replace the goddess Brigid, we can also see it as a manifestation of the power of the goddess. That even after many centuries of attempted conversion and in some cases outright extermination, people still worship Brigid at her holy well. I am moved by the idea that people today, coming to worship St. Brigid, or even the Holy Mother, are still sharing in some sort of divine connection with their ancestors who had no conception of saints or Mother Mary. Just like Imbolc and the perennial return of spring, Brigid and her power live on.
So thank you to Kaylee. I don't know if she's on Zoom. I don't think she is, but we really appreciate her doing that. I'm sorry that the sound quality was not quite what we would have wanted it to be, but if you have, I can send you the MP4 or whatever it's called if you email me, and then you can watch it on your computer if you couldn't hear here. So anyway, onward and forward. Oh, now you have to go to your classrooms. So let's sing them down. Okay, so now's the time in our service where we are going to pass the plates for your generosity. And I forgot to look and see. Did anybody notice what the thing is for the month?
We have
What is it?
candles for healing.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Sorry, skipped right over that. No, I was going to do the, oh, well, in here. When you're putting these things together, you've got to do the order worship, then you've got to do the thing that you're reading from, and then you've got to do stuff, and sometimes I get my out of order. So yes, first thing that I would like to do is I would like to take a moment, because we're not going to do candles today, but I would like to take a moment for all of us to look within our hearts, think of those that we would like to send healing energy to. Brigid is the goddess of healing, as well as many other things, including smithing, and we have an anvil. You'll be using that later. And yes, so what we're doing now is looking within, thinking of those we would like to send healing energy out to, those in your family, those in your community, those in the world. Think of those things, and while you are taking that moment within, I'm going to light this candle for healing. And to send that energy out now, we would like to sing another song to Brigid. It's called Brigid, Goddess of Healing, or God of Brigid Chant. And it was written by Kay Gardner, who was one of the founders of Women with Wings. So just follow along, it's very easy.
Oh, Brigid, goddess of healing, of oak and of fire. Oh, Brigid, goddess of healing, of oak and of fire. Come to us, come to us, come to us and heal us. Come to us, come to us.
Blessed be. Now we will take this moment in our service to pass the plate for the offering. I'm sure it must say here. I don't know what the share the plate is. I apologize.
UUSB food program.
Oh, the food program. Okay, good. It is the UUSB food program, which does things like bag lunches and the bean suppers and other activities that help. Can you not hear me? Oh, sorry. I probably, oh, good God. Sorry. Call God in that situation. Okay. Better? I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, don't let me, I have a had tendency to wave my hands around. All right. The offering. So let us do the offering. While we are doing that, we're also going to pass a basket of pieces of paper. So for the ritual, please take one piece of paper, whatever calls to you, and a pen, a pencil if you need one. And then as those will go around, and then we will, Jack now is actually really going to play things that are going to put us in a Celtic mood. The other one wasn't quite the Celtic stuff I thought it was going to be. Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead, Jack, go into from you. Thank you so much for your patience and your generosity. Blessed be. All right, so Phyllis is going to come forward now and do a reading for us. The reading comes from a calendar that many of us in Wings use. It's called Wee Moon, and I will let her do the rest of the introduction.
This is entitled The In-Between. Pretty soon the maple sap will flow, the ice will melt, and the delicate spring buds will emerge. Until then, we exist in the in-between, almost ready, but not quite, all in its own perfect timing. Life is like that. The stillness is a part of the expansion, pregnant with anticipation. We get a taste of the light and the warmth, but if the sap runs too early, it could freeze. If the buds emerge too soon, they could be destroyed. You too could be left bare of the medicine they are meant to offer if you push too soon. This is the in-between, a liminal, delicate time to gather the energy of the world, readying ourselves to emerge. Blessed be.
And now I invite Linda Kaler and those women from Women with Wings who are here today and want to participate to sing one of Linda's wonderful songs that she actually wrote at Imbolc.
I contemplate my life as I bask in the glow of twice reflected
So, Brigid is an ancient Celtic goddess associated with the elements of poetry, healing, midwifery, protection, and smithing. We are blessed this morning to be at her hearth and to have learned more about her from Kaylee in our Story for All Ages. We learned through our music that she is here to encompass and protect us on life's journey, and that she was suppressed as the Christian church took over, but never forgotten in the hearts of the Celtic people, and now all over Europe and the world. We welcome her and do our part to continue to restore her to memory. We have heard in the reading this morning that we are now in the in-between time. Those of us in the northern part of our hemisphere feel this time even more strongly. The groundhog may have seen his shadow, but we can be pretty sure, may not have seen his shadow, but we can be pretty sure there will be 6 more weeks of winter before spring can truly arrive. We can use this time as to come out of the deep contemplation of winter and to prepare ourselves for the growing time, whether that means starting seeds in our homes or in a literal sense, or figuratively preparing those plans and ideas that we've been working on all winter to come out and into fruition as we go into spring. We'd like everything to be able to take root. So as Linda's beautiful song reminds us, now is the time to bring focus to those ideas and plans. Now is the time to move forward with love as we find those things that bring us peace, deep and true. As usual, our ritual will begin with a guided imagery meditation. So I invite you to settle back in your seats, get as comfortable as possible. And then take some breaths, deep breaths, in and out, in and out. Allow your eyes to drop their focus, and if you'd like, just go ahead and close them all together. Continue to breathe in and out. Now find that you have roots growing from the bottom of your feet. These roots go right down through the floor and the sub-basements of this building and find the earth below. Let them grow down deep into the earth. And just as roots of trees and other plants do, allow these roots to start growing sideways and find the roots of those who are with us today doing this ritual, mingling with each other, bringing a healthy, healing trust between the people who are here as we mingle our roots. Enjoy this energy. Now draw some of that energy back up into your feet. Feel it as it comes into your calves and thighs, into your torso, down your arms, your back, up your spine, into your neck and your head. Now this energy, as it moves up, it's going to go out of the top of your head, dancing and mingling with for the moment with the light and essence of Brigid and Imbolc that are balancing above. Now draw this energy back down into your body and keep it as long as you need it. So now you're going to find yourself on a winter's evening with a bright, waning moonlight reflecting on a new blanket of snow. Notice the sparkles in the snow, the magic feeling in the air. It is Imbolc, and you are ready to find your midwinter focus. Feel the crisp, dry air. Breathe it in and breathe out. Your snowshoes or skis are on, and you are ready for this journey. Keep breathing as you move forward, one step or glide at a time. You are crossing a field, and there is a forest on the edge. Enjoy every moment of this time in the moonlight. As you move across the field, you notice an opening where a path is leading into the forest. Know that you can follow this path with perfect safety. The moonlight may be brighter in the field, but it will come with you as you enter the path and the forest. Notice the subtle changes in the air, sense that tells you what trees surround you, and a stabilizing of temperature as you leave the wind behind you in the field. Savor these changes. The path is not a difficult one. The difficult work was done earlier in the winter, and now you find that moving forward is much easier. As you follow this path, your focus becomes more and more clear. That which was just an idea is coming together beautifully for you. The energy of your movements combine with this knowing and help you feel ready to face what else needs to be done to bring your focus into optimal clarity. As you continue along the path, you see a cabin up ahead. It has a warm fire glowing and a welcoming feel. You know you are welcome to enter. And as you prepare to enter the cabin, you see a figure at the door. It is Brigid. She is here to protect you, to heal you, to help give creative focus to your idea or plan. She beckons you in and shows you a seat by her hearth. She invites you to share your needs. So take a moment now to share with Brigid and be prepared to receive a message. Oh, what a joy it has been to spend this time with Brigid. There's never enough time, but you can always go back. That cabin is there for you to return to any time you need to. But she has given you a word or a phrase of encouragement and focus. So take a moment now to write this on the paper that was distributed earlier. Know that this is a love message from her heart to yours. It's exactly what you need to hear at this moment. As you take the time to write out her message, enjoy feeling your hearts blending with Brigid. So when you have completed your message, take a moment to say goodbye, and then plan to come past our own Brigid's hearth. There you see her anvil and a much smaller than might be expected hammer that came along. Take that hammer and bang on the anvil. As you come up here, we'll form a circle. So take that hammer and bang on the anvil a couple of times. Give your focus that sharp clarity that the noise from the anvil will bring to you. You can either keep your message, you can leave your message on our altar. I have a little cauldron, you can put it in there. Anything that goes in there will be burned later. So just think what you would like to do with that as we create a circle around the room. So come on up, if anybody who's able, and if you're not able, stay where you are, and we'll make sure our circle includes you as we circle around. See that? Go behind the people that are right here, and if you guys want to come forward and join the circle, come on up. All right. So as we prepare to extinguish our chalice, where's Tony? Do you want to do, or maybe even Linda or Kathy or someone right there could do it. I would like to read the full poem that goes with the song that we read early about Brigid and her mantle. So, Brigid of the mantle encompass us, Lady of the lambs protect us, Keeper of the hearth kindle us, beneath your mantle gather us, and restore us to memory. Mothers of our mother, 4 mothers strong, guide our hands in yours. Remind us how to kindle the hearth, to keep it bright, to preserve the flame. Your hands upon ours, our hands within yours, to kindle the light both day and night. The mantle of Brigid about us, the memory of Brigid within us, the protection of Brigid keeping us from harm, from ignorance, from heartlessness. This day and night, from dawn until dark, from dark until dawn. Blessed be. And now I'll just ask Linda and all of the women with wingers to lead us in our closing song, which is, it'll be on the screen, but it's really easy. It's May the Circle Be Open. If you ever have done anything with me before, we always sing this, so yeah. And you can do the little dance. I can't do it, but whoever wants to do that. You want to go where you can see? The circle be open, but unbroken. May the peace of the goddess be ever in your hearts. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. May the circle be open, but unbroken. May the peace of the goddess be ever in your hearts. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. May the circle be open, but unbroken. May the peace of the goddess be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. Woohoo! Thank you. Thank you all for being here.